Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's not Wednesday night. It is Thursday night. Different night of the week than usual. It's 215 boys. Cold, ruthless, unfiltered truth. My name is Paul Spencer, the realist. That is the showstopper, Dave Yarnell. Davey, how we feeling, brother?
Good, Paul. How are you?
I'm a little tired. I can't wait for this week. Listen, we're playing a 1-8 team, Dave. We're 6-3. What can go wrong in Cowboy Nation this week, Dave? I don't know.
Oh, don't go back there because we go back to that Cardinal game. That could go wrong. It would happen to us week 3, so I don't want to jinx that. So.
Dave, you said that word. I didn't want to say that word, but you brought me back to the Cardinals. A nightmare that happened, Dave. A nightmare.
Well, then again, it was Josh Dobbs who's actually on a roll right now, so we kind of can,
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, anything can happen in the NFL. We know that, but still, Dave, 1-8 versus 6-3 here. Cowboys coming off a huge, tremendous win last week. Of course, division foe there, rival, I want to say. But Dak's playing great. What more can we ask for? Back-to-back, almost 400-yard games. Keeping the ball, in possession. No bad turnovers, really. You think about it, played against the Eagles as well. Dave, I think we're rolling in the right direction, but what can go wrong?
It sure looks like we're rolling in the right direction. I mean, Dak's playing out of his mind right now. He's actually spreading the field out, Cooks and Lamb, and seeing the tight ends. Everything's pretty much. And the running game actually, Dowdle looked good. Yeah, Rico looked good on Sunday. So if they just keep doing what they're doing, they should be okay.
Yeah, you know how great it was to actually put on Twitter, Dave, that Rico to the house. You know what I mean?
You know what? I love I'm a Rico guy, so it made my day. It made my day. It did.
It's something you can get behind like that. This name, like Rico, it's so good. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I mean, between Pollard and Rico, it was a good combination. And yeah, I mean, like everybody's like, "Oh, you played the Giants." Yeah, of course we played the Giants. I understand that, and the Giants aren't as they have a lot of injuries right now, and they're going through Daniel Jones mishap, and everything's not going their direction, but. Like they say, Paul, you play in front of you, and that's what we did.
So. Yeah, I agree. But, David, they're 1-8 here. We're going down to Carolina this week. And I tell you, Dave, I'll be honest with you. There was 2 rookies coming out last year, C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young. I'm so glad we're playing Bryce Young and not C.J. Stroud because Bryce Young is playing like crap.
He is. C.J. Stroud, wow, this kid's playing really well down in Houston. Got to give him credit there. Yeah, Bryce Young. Going through a lot of mishaps for his first year. It's tough. Bad team, coaching. Don't know who the offensive coordinator who is with Frank Reich. Is he calling the plays or the other offensive coordinator calling the plays? He's got to go through a lot right now. This kid. So
Yeah, I mean, you look at on paper, Dave. We're top to bottom the better team here on paper. Realistically, we always say on paper you're better, but on the field, this execution, player wise, they control the game there. But they're running backs. I love Chuba Hubbard. He's a big physical running back too. They got Miles Sanders. They picked up him last year, of course.
Is he still injured, or is he up? Is he back, or what's the story?
It says he's back. I'm looking at the roster as I looked earlier, and I wrote down some things here, and it does say he's active. So
okay, I wasn't sure what Miles Sanders was going on. I haven't heard much from him.
Yeah, we'll go down their roster. Adam Thielen, coming over from the Vikings.
I was always a Thielen guy. I liked him in Minnesota. Big fan there.
Good. He's still good. DJ Chark, he's still good as well. Jonathan Mingo, the rookie from LSU, he's coming in. He's a good possession receiver too. But hey, you can have good receivers, but if your quarterback can't get you the ball, there's a different story there, Dave.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Carolina, they're a weird team. They really are. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get from them from week to week.
Yeah, I mean 1-8. I mean, you haven't gotten much from them, honestly. 1-8.
Well, I mean, I saw them a couple of times this year. I watched it. They were on Thursday Night Football. I think it was 1 weekend or 1 week. They didn't look bad, but they weren't great either. So I was like, I don't know. Kind of weird.
I mean, 2 things. They could either plan for a lottery pick last year, which doesn't really mean anything to me because they don't have a first round pick this year, Dave.
Okay.
They gave their pick to Chicago.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that. Okay.
So right now they don't have a first round pick, and they're sitting there like, okay, well, if we tank, what are we getting out of it? We're not really getting anything, nothing at all except that second round pick.
Well, I have respect for Frank Reich, though. I always did. Even when he was with the Eagles offensive coordinator when the 2017 team, I really respected him a lot. I thought he had a lot going for him. And being an ex quarterback, you think he would know what's going on. So.
Yep. Everybody, if you're hearing a little clicking noise, we can't do anything about that. That's Dave. He's on Android, and that's the StreamYard today. I don't know if you hear Dave, like a little clicking noise. It's not. You're not going to be able to help it. You can't change it, Dave.
I'm sorry. My fault. I apologize.
No, it's all a big deal. It's all through StreamYard. They haven't picked up the bug yet. So if you hear it, it's not a big deal. I can barely hear it as well, but if you hear it, we already recognized it.
We apologize. I'm so sorry.
No, it's no big deal. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just StreamYard. They haven't fixed the thing with Android yet. So
Gotcha.
getting back to the game, Dave, I mean, the only questionable player they had so far on a Thursday night is Jaden Hurst. He's questionable or tight end. But,
okay.
That's the only thing they're looking at. They're Austin Colbert, their right guard, may be out. He's questionable too. But, the one great thing, Dave, I'm looking at this Cowboy roster, and it's Thursday afternoon, Dave, and I do not see any questionable players or out players.
Wow.
So far.
Not even Tyron? Wow.
Dave.
No,
Dave, it's still Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Dave. He could fall out of bed. We don't know.
This is true. This is true.
He could pull.
I want to give a shout out to our linebacker who's out for the season this year.
LV's out.
LVE. Yeah.
Huge loss.
It's a shame because he was having a good year until that injury.
He was. Yep. But Dave, honestly, we keep it real. It was time for him to have an injury. He always goes through a season with something, a stinger.
Yeah, he can't go through a season and get injured.
No, sure. I mean, we got rid of Sean Lee, and now we have LVE. 2.0 here, Sean Lee.
Yeah, it's kind of the same situation with those two. I feel bad for LVE because like I said, he was having a good year before the injury, and I think he got hurt against the Eagles, wasn't it?
I believe it was. Yeah, this little stinger. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I mean, hey, listen, he's out for the season. It's no problem. We're stepping up here. We're healthy. Marquise Bell's taking over that position. He's playing well. So
Marquise Bell's doing a great job.
We're doing good. And I kind of like it. LVE was a north runner, not a south runner, not behind. He was always physical up front. Marquise Bell is that guy that can get you east, west, north, and south, Dave. He can move a little faster.
He's done a great job stepping in for LVE, no doubt.
He's played great as a run stopper too, which we've seen against the Eagles games. He came up on the ball a couple times, especially against the Giants. Came up on the ball, and
it's nice to see 14 on the field. He does really good.
It is. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys here, Dave. We're doing about a 30-minute show tonight. Dak Prescott, man, playing MVP level right now.
Right now he is. I mean, man, 400 yards passing and
almost back 400. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's finding his receivers too. I mean, he's getting Brandon Cooks involved and CeeDee Lamb, of course. That's a no-brainer. And it's tight end too. I mean, things are just clicking right now.
The thing is, I mean, Dak. I've always been a hard on Dak every time, Dave. You know that for years since we've had.
Oh, I know.
And my thing is number one to me, he doesn't read progression routes, but lately he's been reading them where. Lamb is your number one wide receiver. He's going to get you that 100 yards. I think looking at he has 6 straight games, 100 yards.
I think so.
Yeah. Playing that level. And I just want to say last week he actually showed. I know it's against the Giants. I can't take that away or can't say anything about it. But Dave, there was a missing in action player last week, Michael Gallup, and he found him.
Yeah, MG got his touchdown.
Finally.
Finally.
I've been waiting to put that on Twitter, Dave. I was banned on Facebook, so I couldn't put it on Facebook. I put it on Twitter, and I said, wow, welcome home, Michael Gallup. Didn't know you played for us still. Welcome to the end zone.
Well, what's funny? Dak said that he's trusting his feet more, and you can see it. He's like the way he's moving side to side. He's Dak on the run, and he's trusting himself more, and that's what Dak needs to do. And the more he does that, I think he's the more 400-yard games he's going to get.
It's showing me too that you're giving him little time in the pocket. He can't extend plays with his legs now. He's starting to regroup that philosophy where. If I'm getting containment inside or pressure, I can get outside. I can move the sticks. I'm not the fastest guy. I'm not the most mobile guy, but I can move the sticks with my physical appearance. I can do that. Mm-hmm. 3rd and 6, he's still alive with his run. We know that he can do that. But the thing is, he's actually showing me now that he's looking at progressions. Hell, you know what? Welcome back, Brandon Cooks, the last 2 weeks. Michael Gallup,
170 for Brandon. Had a good day.
He's finding different receivers to me. Like, okay, you know what? People see that you're taking away CeeDee Lamb. Okay, well, you know what? Dak Prescott's, what is his bugaboo? He looks down receivers. He checks down one only. Well, last week he found 2 and 3. The week before, even the Eagles, he found Cooks. He found, the Hendershot. He found, Hendershot, Ferguson, and even Schoonmaker down there. He's reading the progressions. And just like Mike said, Mike Laura chimes in here. Mike, thanks for checking in. I appreciate you, brother. You can check out Mike every Sunday on PM and the AM.
Hey, Mike.
Definitely at 9 a.m. I believe it is. It's 9 a.m., Dave?
I believe it's 9 a.m. Yes.
Okay. He says Cowboys are getting better every week. Yeah, that's something that we see. Like, we know it's a 17-week season, 18-week progression league, but 17-week season for us. He's getting better. He's not making the same stupid Dak Prescott mistakes.
No.
You go back to some games, Dave, it was just eyeing down receivers. The game against Arizona, and when he threw it right to the linebacker, of course, we've seen that in a couple games as well, where he's just throwing the ball in stupid progression reads. I see that he's getting better, and I agree with Mikey. The Cowboys are getting better because we know, Dave, this is the worst time of the year to be a Cowboys fan because we have 3 games in 20 days.
Yeah, actually 3 games in 18 days. Yeah. It's rough this week. You got like Sunday, Carolina, then Thanksgiving, you got Washington.
Yeah.
And then I believe is it I forget who's after Washington.
I believe it's the Eagles, isn't it?
Is it the Eagles? Okay. I thought the Eagles were okay.
I didn't even look that far down. I just look at
I don't think it's like I said, I take it game by game.
I look at one
I think it's Seattle, isn't it? I think it's Seattle.
It might be because I think it is Seattle than the Eagles. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, that's what I read.
That's right. There's a juggernaut schedule coming up for those.
Yeah, but there's these games right now. You have to take care of business. I mean, Carolina should be a win.
Yeah, agreed.
Carolina should be a win. Washington should definitely be a win on Thanksgiving, and then take it from there. From Seattle. Seattle's tough. We'll see where they are at that point.
Dave, I tell you, I'll be honest with you. I don't want to look forward to next week, but on Thanksgiving, man, the way the Commanders are playing right now,
Sam Howell's actually doing a good job down there.
That's right. Really he's a quarterback that can throw for 400 yards anytime, any day, and still lose the game too. But I'm focused on the Panthers here because, Dave, we all know, man, when you look forward to another game here, this is a short week for us playing on Sunday. Think about it, Dave. We're away Sunday, so you're gonna play Sunday. You're gonna leave on a red eye to get home on Sunday night. You're not practicing Monday. You're gonna do a hard physical practice on Tuesday, and then a walkthrough Wednesday. Dave, you're only having 1 day of practice to get it right after the Panthers.
Let's just think. Let's just say that Sunday's game. Just be happy it's a 1 o'clock game. It's not like it's 4.
I'll be honest with you. I'll go one step further. Thank you, Roger Goodell, for giving us the Carolina Panthers this year.
Well, that too. That too, of course. But I'm saying at least it's a 1 o'clock game, so it won't be as bad. It'll be done by 4:30.
Yeah, I mean, I think last year we had a 4 o'clock game on a Sunday, which is
I think we did. Yeah,
yeah. It's the Carolina Panthers, Dave. They're sitting at 1-8, man. I mean, is there any way, Dave, that we can look at this game and say
I do not take any team lightly? You cannot in this league, and I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the Giants. I don't care if you're Carolina. I don't care if you're Arizona. You don't take these teams lightly. You just got to play your game. Get the dub and get out of there.
Yeah, I mean that goes true. I mean, look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost to the Denver Broncos.
They lost to Denver. Yeah, I mean, this is the NFL. There is no game that is lightly in this league. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, anything can happen. Listen, that's why they call it Any Given Sunday. Jamie Foxx made that movie, and that's a true statement there. Any Given Sunday. But Dave, I mean, this is the first week that actually on Thursday, and you better not jinx it by saying that name again, Dave. For the inactives. But this is the first week that we've actually had nobody on the not unable to perform, but the questionable list so far.
Hey, that's a first for us. That's a really first for us. I'm liking that. Actually, I wanted to ask, what is up with who am I missing? Defensive. Number 2. Help me out here.
Who? Curse?
No.
Wilson.
Jordan Lewis. Where's Jordan? Is he all right?
I don't want him to play.
Well, he got a little banged up on Sunday, so I was kind of wondering what his story was.
I tell you what, Dave, I don't know what's wrong with this dude coming from from last year. He's active. He's playing behind Gilmore as the starting corner corner coming up. He's behind Gilmore. He's most likely going to be our nickel guy or our dime presence guy, but Dave, he's been getting beat, man. I don't know what's going on with this dude.
Yeah, Jordan Lewis isn't stepping up as much as I wanted him to, but I'm still a fan. I'm a fan. Always have been.
The one thing I don't understand, Dave, is there's somebody that's really pissing me off on this defense, and I'll tell you. Can you guess who it is?
Well, it's not DaRon Bland, that's for sure.
Oh, hell no. I'm high on DaRon.
That's a given.
I was high on this kid even before the draft. Nobody knew his game. And do you remember one person said DaRon Bland is going to be something special?
It's definitely not DaRon Bland. Don't tell me it's not Jordan Lewis, is it?
I'll tell you what. He starts with a D. I'll tell you that.
Starts with a D? Damone Clark?
We were so happy that we got this guy signed back, our captain of the defense. We're behind Marco Patterson.
Oh, DeMarcus Lawrence?
No. Another guy in safety. He plays safety and corner. Mr. Donovan Wilson.
Oh, Donovan Wilson. Yeah, where's he been?
Where the hell has he been? He's been playing.
He's around. I've seen flashes.
Dave, I can do a flash too. I can run around the field and give you a flash once in a while.
I've seen flashes every once in a while. Yeah.
But Dave, we've seen so much of this kid, Donovan Wilson, coming into the games. He's the Harding. Dave, I said he's a Roy Williams to me back in the day. That's how
I love Donovan Wilson.
Physical guy. But
Now
Dave,
you watch. You said that he'll have a great game on Sunday just because you said
well,
that.
you know what, Donovan, you better show up because I'm bashing you right now. You better show up because I want to see.
He's gonna prove you wrong on Sunday. I'm telling you.
Well, prove me wrong because you know what? After that contract coming back, Dave, we were both saying it. Like, I'm so glad we got Donovan Wilson back. Because,
yeah, we all were. We were excited.
Because my thing is like with him, with Malik Hooker and Deron Bland stepping up, I thought Donovan Wilson would man the secondary here with either a Malik Hooker in the backfield as well. But how do you get you? I know you're a Javon Curse guy, okay?
I am.
But he's been missing a lot of tackles too.
Yeah, one hasn't been. He hasn't been on his game as of late, but
no,
he'll be all right. He'll step.
Well, I think we need to bash him because just like you said, maybe if we bash him, he shows up this week.
Maybe, yeah, that could be.
I think last week I said, Michael Gallup, better show up once in a while because he just got a contract. I understand the ACL coming off there, but brother, it's your second season off the ACL here. You better show up. Last week, hey, he scored.
I know we had a little upset 11 on Sunday. That's all I know. Wasn't too happy.
No, he wasn't. But you know what? I love that about him. He loves his progression. He's an angry player. When he gets angry, he plays better. And
that's true.
He demands perfection from himself on the field. And I give credit to.
He's getting double teamed every time. It's hard.
It makes it harder for him. It makes it harder,
sure.
But he doesn't give up. And I tell you what, that's a testimony to Dan Quinn's defense.
I agree.
They know they're the best. They want to be the best. They feel that they're the best. Go out and prove it. And what I love is 11 hats on one ball is how the Dallas Cowboy defense plays there.
Yeah. That kid DeVito didn't really have a chance to breathe on Sunday. That's for sure.
Yep. And a big highlight coming back this week is Turpin. He's back this week. Okay.
Yeah, coming up the shoulder injury from the Eagles game.
He is starting this week. He is starting back. Deuce Vaughn goes to the second string there. Punt return there. But last week, Dave, I'll tell you what, man. I know Deuce Vaughn has some speed, Dave, but I'll tell you what, Turpin, man, he has some jets compared to Deuce Vaughn.
That Turpin time, baby. He can fly. What was funny about Turpin? He got injured against the Eagles game, went into the tent, came back out and scored a touchdown right after, that was kind of funny.
It was. He's back this week. I'm good about that. The other thing too is the defense, man. The only person, of course, out is Overshawn on IR and on Van Der Esch.
Yeah.
But Dave, I'll tell you what, who's really showed me something. If you watch last week's game, I know it was a blowout, of course, and they didn't demand the first team plan. But I tell you what, who really showed me something last week, Dave, Mozzie Smith.
There's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I understand he was playing against the Giants. They're banged up, of course, on the O-line too. But man, I tell you what, Mozzie, he didn't get a sack last week, Dave. But if you think about it, he had 7 QB pressures on the line last week.
He's got a lot to prove. He hasn't showed up in the past couple games.
But you know what? There is a benefiting factor about it, Dave. I understand you're the first round pick. A lot of first rounders are plug and play. We look at Jalen Carter for the Eagles, of course.
Sure.
People like that, go into that situation. But behind this
beast.
Yeah, wow. but behind this defensive line, Dave, you're really not going to get in there. You got Jonathan Hankins, Odigizua, Armstrong, and Lawrence. So that's top 4 right there to me. And Mozzie Smith is on a rookie initiation. Next year, I tell you what, I think he's going to move in there to one of those spots. I think it's going to be Hankins next year, going to be the odd man out. I think Mozzie takes his spot behind the defense.
That's a possibility, but I like Hankins though. I really do. This kid is for. He came from the Raiders. The kid's for real.
He's very solid.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Let me ask you real quick: is there any reason why I should be a little scared about this game? Honestly,
no.
Really, because I'm a little scared about this game for some reason.
Why?
Dave, it's just the Cowboys mentality for me, Dave. It's always thinking like they always play a great game. Listen, you're coming off an emotional loss where I'm not going to put the blame. You know what? Screw it. I am going to put the blame on Dak Prescott that game. Okay. Throw the ball away, 2 sacks back to back, well,
the one offsides call I was a little confused about because I didn't see anybody move on that. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, but I mean, you go from the 6-yard line back to the 30-yard line, Dave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Well, that's Mr. Steele didn't do his job either. So.
True, but you got to initiate the quarterback too for throwing the ball away. Listen,
I get it, but I'm saying, but Terrence let up two bad sacks on Dak.
Yeah, we can't play 58 minutes. You know what I mean? You got to play 60.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
but,
sure.
Then you play a great game against the Giants here, and the Cowboys to me have not put in 2 to 3 games back to back together so far, Dave.
No,
and it's something that scares me because Dak is progressing into the right direction here, of course. But my thing is, are we looking forward because this is going to be a hard week for us? Dave, like I said, we play Sunday at 1. You're not going to get out of there
this
until
could be
11.
This could be an automatic Aubrey day too. A lot of field goals.
Dave, I don't want to see any field goals. I want to see this.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I mean, a couple of touchdowns, field goals, like 27, 10, 13, something like that.
Okay. But it just scares me, Dave, because listen, you got 2 games within 6 days apart. You know
yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
And you might look forward to this Washington game coming up on Thanksgiving because all eyes are on the teams. No matter what team you love, you're going to watch Detroit. You're going to watch Dallas every Thanksgiving. It's just tradition.
Yeah, tradition.
Yeah. And I tell you, that's like I said. You play Sunday, Dave. You're not going to get out there until game's over 4:15. You shower, press conferences, whatever. You're not home till maybe 11 o'clock at night. You're not practicing Monday. It's a day off. Tuesday, you're going to be banging, pads up constantly, a full practice, full participation practice. Wednesday, you're doing a walkthrough. Thursday,
and then Thursday, it's game time. Yeah,
and you're only getting 1 day of practice. I mean, to me, this is
one day at a time, one game at a time.
Yeah, but to me, this is a get right game, Dave. Everything that you've seen last week that worked, you still want to throw in some wrinkles that didn't work last week to get ready for this week because you're on a short leash this week, Dave. Time wise, but. It's something, being a Cowboys fan, Dave, I've always learned that there is something always to be scared about being a Dallas Cowboy fan. We always play tough teams strong. We play less demanding teams worse.
Play down to our competition.
We sure do.
Yeah, I hear you.
But, hey, listen, I think this is a winnable game. I definitely think this is, of course,
This is a winnable game. And, if they're 1-8, we should go in there and just rock, get the win and get out of there.
True. I just want to see him progress this week. No injury-free football, of course. I want to see that, of course, there. But I want to see a little bit more from this offense. I want to see this offensive line take control because
I want to see a lot of Rico, and a lot of Tony Pollard on Sunday. That's what I'm looking
for. I can agree with that. I want both running backs to have a good day here. But the one thing to me, last week, Dave, on the pregame show, I did say one thing that Dallas needs to open up this offensive line because last year. We both agree that they missed Zeke from last year. That Thunder got to open up holes.
You really do, especially the blocking too, Zeke.
And to me, Pollard is a great running back, but to me, Dave, he's more of a get loose type of guy. Get off tackle, get outside, jump cut. But even behind Zach Martin, Dave, he's really not running the ball that hard. If you look at this, it's weird to say this, Dave, but if you look at the games the last 3 or 4 weeks, I hate to say this, but Rico actually runs the ball harder between the tackles than Tony Pollard does lately.
He does. Well, we've said that before. Like Tony Pollard's good on the pass throw, and that's what he starts. That's what he does his thing.
Right, he's good
Rico on the run. Rico on the run is fun. It's fun to watch.
Very fun. He runs physical. I love it.
He does. He runs north to south. That's for sure.
Yep. We bitched about it basically losing Ronald Jones, but you know what? Hey, Rico's been a solid too.
Are you surprised Ronald Jones is not? Is he? Did he get picked up anybody?
But I think it was just a move for a depth move when we picked him up.
Did anybody pick him up? I don't think so. Did they?
No, he's still active out there somewhere.
I thought so. I thought he was. Okay.
But I mean, listen, I think it is if you go to a new team, if you have a drug suspension, I think you're out 2 weeks, honestly, automatically. That's just I think it's the rules or something I read somewhere.
Yeah.
But
right.
But still, I mean, I don't care. We got rid of him.
I was surprised we did because I really thought he was going to stay.
I did too. I was kind of worried about it, Then I thought about the Derrick.
I thought with that big back behind, I thought that was kind of like wasn't a bad thing having.
Then we heard about the Derrick Henry thing, and I'm like, that might make a thing because our window's closing, Dave.
That wasn't happening as much as I wanted it to.
You're not going to give up a first-round pick and a second-round pick for
that's what Dallas wanted, and they weren't going to get. That's what I'm trying not Dallas. Tennessee wanted, but they weren't going to get it.
It's not worth it. You know what I mean? I mean, you're playing good ball now. I mean, it's a good fit late in games. That's what we need, a physical back, but.
Yeah.
Look at Henry's numbers this year, Dave. They're not Derrick Henry numbers this year. You know what I mean?
No, there's stuff that Derrick Henry we know, and we know that we've seen in the past, but
exactly.
He's still, but at the end of the day, he's still Derrick Henry.
Yeah. I mean, going back to this game though, Dave. I mean, there's not really nothing that scares me. Our offense is superior to their defense, of course.
I saw Carolina the other day, last weekend. They didn't impress me at all.
Yeah. I mean, they can't tank, Dave, because they don't have the first round pick this year. They can't tank for that, so they got to play their games.
I did hear they're changing their. Frank Reich is taking over the play calling now. I did hear that.
I mean, that's a good thing for Bryce Young. He needs a solid guy in his ear. Of course, we know that.
Yeah, because he gave it up a few weeks ago, but then he brought it back. He took it back again.
Yeah. Now, Dave, we'll do another 10 minutes here real quick, but. What do you think what do they need to do this week? I mean, what do you think the Cowboys need to do?
Run the ball. I agree.
I agree.
Run the ball, run Rico, run Tony Pollard, get between the tackles, get CD going. Dak, just no mistakes. Just play free football and we'll be fine.
Yeah, there's a difference when he plays mistake-free football, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
The offense
Yep.
flows a lot better. There's no.
It's fun. It's fun to watch.
It is. I love watching the Cowboys games here now. And I'll tell you what, last week, Dave, I was so happy to see Cooper Rush get in the game because I love, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I love that, Dave. I love hearing both.
Here we go.
It's so funny. Like, listen to Dak say it. Dak's like that more.
It's so funny. Like,
yeah, you hear Dak say it, like, here we go. Then Cooper Rush comes in. Here we go. And I'm like, I love this. I love the continuity.
I would like to see a little Trey Lance in once in a while. But
I don't think he's going to get in, Dave. I don't think so. I think they're just saying.
You don't think they'll activate that third quarterback?
Well, he's active. He's active. I mean, they keep him on the roster, but even if he's not activated, he dresses because you remember that new rule with the Eagles,
right.
And the 49ers, where you have that 54th man only for a QB position if you lose your two quarterbacks.
I would just like to see what he can do. I mean,
I don't think you're going to see it, honestly. If one quarterback
goes down. It's been a while since we've seen a little Trey Lance since the 49ers days.
Listen, he can sit on the bench for all I care because Dak is rolling right now, and I'm cool with that, and I'm confident.
No, Dak's rolling, but I'm saying if they get a good lead, I would like to see a little Trey Lance once in a while.
So you want to say the Cowboys are up 40-0 here going into the fourth quarter. You want to be Mike McCarthy and go over there to Cooper and say, hey, CP, have a hot dog. Trey, come on in. You want that?
I guess. I mean,
you do. You just say you want to.
I do. I just want to see. Just give me a sample of Trey Lance. Give me something.
All right. Well, how about we do this? How about we put him as a field goal kicker holder?
Whatever works. I'm okay with it.
Hey, listen. I think you sit him on the bench. You gave up a 5th-round pick for him. You have nothing to lose. Let him sit
this is
bench.
True.
Hey, listen. I think, Dave, that this is me. I don't know. I'm pretty stupid, but here's my thing. I'm going to keep, Cooper Rush in this too, of course. I'm not putting Trey Lance in. I'm going to hold Trey Lance for next year's preseason, okay?
Okay.
So here's what I'm going to do. When he balls out next preseason, because Dak doesn't touch the field.
He doesn't, no.
So you know what? Put Trey Lance out there. Let him audition. Maybe I can turn that 5th-round pick into a 3rd-round pick.
Ooh.
Why not?
Interesting. Why not?
Cooper Rush is on a 2-year deal, or you know what? Trey Lance isn't making any money, of course. He doesn't make any money. Keep him all 3 on the practice squad, or keep him on the practice squad 3rd, reserve QB. Maybe when Cooper Rush leaves or signs another deal, he did give Dallas a hometown discount. We know that, but you never know. Maybe he moves up to that 2 in 2 years. Who knows?
I would like to see a lot of Fergie too on Sunday. I love Fergie. I'm a fan.
Yeah, welcome back, Ferguson. Ferguson's healthy. Hendershot,
and I think our other tight end's back too, if I'm not mistaken.
Hendershot's on the IR.
Hendershot, yeah. I heard he was coming off it though.
He has another 3 weeks, I believe. I think it's.
I don't know. I thought it was earlier than that, but okay.
It was 2 or 3. I'm not sure. I can't quote me on that one, but
okay.
McEwen is listed on a 3rd winner. He doesn't get a lot of playing time, but
no.
The only highlight I've seen in McEwen is when the downfield tackle where he got the fumble.
Maybe we'll see some Hunter this week then too. What do you think?
I could see Hunter in this one too, but I don't think they're going to need him. I would like to see a fullback in this game to give the hole. I would like to see them work on that because the Washington defense is not the tightest defense moving forward, but they've been playing some good ball too. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, I'm just saying, little Hunter doesn't hurt.
No, I like Hunter Lipke. I like him playing.
I do too.
Nobody's a Moose Johnson to me. Nobody's Daryl Johnson.
No, nobody's going to be a Moose, but
but
it's good to see a Hunter.
Yeah, I would like to see a fullback this week. I want to go back to that smash mouth football too. Because you're going to need it coming to the playoffs, where you need to ground and pound the game, control the sticks, field possession, time management. You're going to see that later on in the future. So I want to see Dallas actually use something like that. Put it on film, like, hey, listen, maybe get him in a rollout, little screens here and there. I just don't want to become vanilla this week. I want to go balls to the wall here, David. I want to score. I don't want to go back.
Do we get another pick from Mr. Bland himself?
You know what, Dave? I tell you what, man.
He's been hot.
2 of the balls were floated bad balls to him, but even Diggs, when he had the picks that he had that one year, balls just happened to find you at the right place, the right time. But Dave, DeRon Bland, man, there's something special about this kid.
This kid is really showing what he's about this year. He really is.
I hate saying this, Dave. I said this a couple episodes ago. Prayers up to Trevon Diggs when he comes back, of course. But I tell you what, Dave, I was very high on DeRon Bland, watching his college film.
Yes, you were.
Well, I was so highlighted that we got him in the draft, 5th-round pick. I was so happy. But it was a blessing in a way, Dave. It's not a blessing for Cowboys fans in our defense, but it was a blessing that Trayvon Diggs went down because you're seeing what the future is going to be when.
Well, you're seeing what Deron Bland's all about, really.
Right, and the thing is, you're seeing Trayvon Diggs, come back next year when he comes back healthy. Gilmore's going to be the odd man out. You know what I mean? He's going to be the odd man out. Now you have
Gilmore's actually been up and down this year too.
Up and down. This is the thing, Dave. It's exactly how you said up and down. He's got beat many of times.
Many times, sure.
And what does he struggle with? A physical receiver.
That's true.
When they moved A.J. Brown, 6 of his catches were on Gilmore when they played him. He can't play a physical wide receiver.
But we did shut down A.J. Brown. I was surprised.
Which was, it was a team game. I don't want to say
he had 60. What do you have? 65 yards?
I think it was 85 and 65, something like that for Devontae and AJ. Yeah, but it was a team game. I mean, the safeties played great as well. It was a complete game. They played a cover 2 shell. They came down the box when they had to, and they played progression defense, which was great. Something I haven't seen, but we need that continuously regarding who you're playing. I mean, I'm not going to knock the Panthers. They do got wide receivers. They got Thielen. They got Chark. They got
Adam Thielen is good. Yeah.
So I'm not going to say that, it's going to be a cakewalk, because you got to play defense against these guys. And the only problem is, you got Bryce Young, who really hasn't shown any glimpses of being that, that pick. But
let's just hope it's not this weekend.
Well, Davey, I'll tell you what, man. Listen, I got banned on Facebook last week for doing some, saying some crap about UFC. But I'll tell you what, if the Carolina Panthers win this game, I might ban myself for a couple weeks, Dave.
I hope not.
I hope not either, man. I think without Facebook, I was lost without Facebook for 4 days.
It's tough. Yeah.
It is, man. You live for Facebook, You want to see what's going on in people's lives.
Let's go back to last week's game real quick. How about that one-hand catch by Lamb? Are you kidding me?
I'm just going to say one thing. Well, let's see, I don't know how many words I'm going to say, but elite, special, insane.
That catch was amazing. I just don't know how he did it.
You know what, Dave? It's funny. When I was watching the game,
and it was good coverage too. It's not like it was.
I was saying, I had a friend over. My buddy was over here watching the game, and we were sitting there watching. When he made that catch, we both looked at each other, and he's like, I'm 52. I think he's 49 or something like that. We both looked at each other. It's like, remember back in the day when we played, we had Stickum, and I was like, it seems like he has Stickum on his glove, doesn't it?
I don't know how he does it. I just don't know.
And to me, it's like, okay, I understand when you throw a ball, it's, bread in the basket here, you catch it just like this. But Lamb, it doesn't matter how he catches the ball. He catches it backwards, forwards, this way. It's just amazing how this kid, we do a drill. We do a drill with the what I call the jug thrower. The ball thrower, the 80 miles an hour. The ball's thrown to you, and we do that a lot too. But man, this guy, I seen a video of Lamb in the preseason how he catches balls. He's just like, he catches it this way, turns it this way, and it's like so fast. I guess it shows up in how you practice, brother, because
his
special.
He's just a special receiver, and we're just lucky to have him. And I know he's going to get a contract next year. So,
Dave, let's not talk about contract.
Well, let's not talk about that right now.
That's a scary situation coming up next year, Dave. Scary situation. Dave.
Very, very
scary. Yeah. Just to mention 3 names, Dave. Micah Parsons, contract. Yeah. CD Lamb, contract. What do you do with Pollard? Franchise him again? I don't know. We'll see.
Rico might be the guy.
No, I don't know. He's not the full-time guy yet, Dave.
No, he's not. I'm not saying no.
Let's not go that far, Dave. I know you're the Rico man. You're the PR guy for Rico.
No, I'm not saying he's that far.
We're not going that far.
Let's just take one. Let's take 1 week at a time and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you think about next year, Dave. Parsons is going to demand that $25 million paycheck a year. He's worth it. He wants Aaron Donald money. CD wants top money, number 1 wide receiver money. That's $20 million. Devontae Adams money. $24 million right there, $50 million between 2 people. Then you got a franchise Pollard at 10 or at 10.2. That's $60 million a year for 3 people.
I know.
I mean, we still have $20 million in the bank for next year for the salary cap. It only gets better next year, but
true.
Jerry Jones better.
It'll get bigger
because he needs to cut some under the table deals somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'll float you something under the table here. Take a hometown discount, but we'll see, Dave. We'll see. But
we'll see.
Dave,
time will tell.
Get out of here, man. We got some things to do really quick. We got to talk about some great sponsors that we have here on the network.
Oh, go for it. Yeah.
Listen, hey, the game is on tonight. I'm not sure what the score is. Baltimore and Cincinnati. That game will probably be over 11:30. So tomorrow morning, you better get your coffee. If you haven't ordered it, get out there and order it. The evolution of flavor-infused coffee: bourbon chocolate chip, toasted coconut rum, Samaritan blend, and their newest greatest flavor, organic blend, Perula, Florida. Make sure you use promo code OTBS Sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com. But before you hit that checkout button, get over to the swag shop, get a T-shirt, get a coffee mug, travel mug, K-Cup diffuser, the cold brew diffuser, And make sure then you go over to the checkout and use promo code OOTB Sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com for the greatest flavors out there. And listen, guys, if you're ever injured in any kind of accident out there in the tri-state area, not tri-state, but he does cover Delaware coming up next year as well. But if you're out there and you get hurt, please call my man Jason Fine, 1-800-HURT-123. Attorney Big Al, motor vehicle accidents, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims, 3 office locations throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey, first in the Garden State, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, in the state of PA, Philadelphia, PA, 1628 JFK Boulevard, the home office in the city of brotherly love. And, of course, if you're in my neck of the woods, Pittsburgh, PA, 500 Grand Street, Suite 2900, make sure you give them a call, 1-800-HURT-123. Make sure you tell them that the boys from Out of the Box Sports Entertainment sent you. If they take your case and you get one of the live operators and they listen to your case, they take the case, hell, you never know. You might even get me on the phone listening to your case because I do cover the Pittsburgh area. If we take your case, no recovery, no fee. You mentioned Out of the Box, we take your case, 33.33% entire case, no hidden fees at all. So make sure you call Jason Fine, 1-800-HURT-123.
There you go.
Yes.
Right now, Baltimore's up 21-10 on Cincinnati.
That's good. I already hit my parlay. Joe Mixon scored. Joe Mixon got my yards. Joe Burrow's got a touchdown, and the Ravens are winning. So I'm in a good situation, Dave.
21-10.
So, Dave, before we do,
it's halftime.
Okay, cool. That's cool. I thought it'd be a little bit further than that. 10 o'clock already. But Dave, before we get out of here, we always do final thoughts. But how about we talk about final scores for this week? And I'm gonna throw something else at you, Dave. How about we do final score? And how about you give me one bold prediction for this week, Dave?
For the NFL, you mean?
For our game, Dave. We're covering
for our game. One bold. Well, you said bold prediction. I wasn't sure if you were going.
Oh, hell, I don't care about the other teams. I hope they all lose.
That's true. Final score?
Final score. What's your final score, Dave?
I want to say 28-17 Cowboys.
Wow. Okay. What's your bold prediction, Dave?
Bold prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Lamb guaranteed 2 touchdowns.
Holy shit, 2?
Just 2.
You said, wait, made me laugh. You said just 2.
Just 2.
Holy shit. How many yards?
I think Rico has 1. I think Gallup might have 1.
Oh, my God. Okay, so you're going CD, 2 TDs, huh?
Yep.
And are you adding on a Rico TD?
Yes.
Oh, my God. 1 Rico TD. Dave, you're bold today, brother. You're bold today, man. I think you have 2 Mountain Dews. How many Mountain Dews
yes,
you have so
I think
far?
Rico has 1, CD has 2,
okay.
And a defense, and a Deron Bland pick.
Dave, stop. Dave, stop. You know what? I'm gonna put that down. Deron Bland pick, huh?
Yep.
So can I ask you a question, Dave?
Sure.
Are you finally on the Deron Bland train that I was on?
I'm starting to.
Okay.
Because Jordan Lewis is not doing it for me for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, all I can say is I know one person was on that Deron Bland trade.
I'm on the Jordan Lewis train. I've always have been. So.
I know, but you know what? Hey, listen, I was on that Deron Bland train even when the day they picked him up. A draft day, I was so hyped up on.
In fact, you might get a Deron Bland pick 6 too.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, all I want right now is the Cowboys win, Dave. That's all I want.
I mean, I'm
come out healthy. But here's my prediction, Dave. I'm going to go Cowboys a little bit better here. I'm going to say Cowboys 38. Okay.
Wow.
38-17 Cowboys.
Wow.
Okay, here's my bold prediction. You ready for this, Dave? I'm gonna go bold.
I'm ready. I'm so ready. Bring it.
I'm gonna give Rico a TD.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm giving Cooper Rush a TD.
Cooper Rush?
I think this game gets out of hand in the fourth quarter and Cooper Rush comes in.
Wow.
Dave, now remember this. This helps me out with my situation here. Remember last week the Cowboys were up big time in the fourth quarter, right?
I do.
Cooper Rush comes in, right?
Yes.
They didn't run the ball. They threw the ball, Dave.
That's true.
I think it's the same thing this week. They're going to work on Cooper Rush being active with the ones. I think Cooper Rush gets a TD. I'm going to give you 3 TDs, Dave. I'm going to go Rico.
Okay.
Cooper Rush.
Okay.
CD's a land. CD's not going to score this week. CD's not going to score this week.
What?
Nope. It's going to be Cooks. He's going to get 1.
Brandon. Wow.
And, I'm going to go bold, and I'm going to give you a Ferguson TD too. So I'm going to go Rico. I'm going to go Rico, Cooper Rush, Cooks.
And Fergie?
And Fergie is a touchdown. Yep.
Wow.
And I'm not going to say who defensively picks off the ball this week. I think we're going to get 1 pick as well.
Okay.
Damn, we're getting bold, brother. We're getting bold here, man.
We are getting bold.
Mike Laurels, he agrees he's at 31-10 here. That's a good.
Okay, Mike. Yeah,
that's
good.
The spread is, I think it was 10.5 on the spread there. So they.
Yeah, I think it went up to 11. Okay.
I got it for 8.5. I got it for 8.5 early.
Okay.
So I took 8.5.
Gotcha.
And I think when Dan and I did the show earlier, it was 10.5. So I think it covers. But I think this is going to be a win here, Dave. Now, Dave, we talk about the Cowboys Panthers here, but we've seen some crazy things this season. Is this the lock of the week? Is this the easiest game of the schedule this week, Dave?
Sounds like it.
You think so?
It could be.
Based on records, it is 1-8 versus 6-3. It's got to be correct.
I kind of like Houston or Arizona, to be honest with you.
Hey, Arizona's been playing ball, man. I don't know what Kyler Murray.
They have, but Houston's playing well too. I mean, that kid.
Houston's nasty.
Stroud is playing really well out there.
Stroud, I'm telling you right now, man. If you took C.J. Stroud Rookie of the Year, you got some money right there coming because that kid is.
This is true. This is true.
It is nasty. But Dave, hey, listen. Go ahead.
Yeah, lock of the week. It could. Yeah, I think Dallas over Carolina's a lock. Good. Major lock.
Dave, I'm gonna tell you what, man. You better not have jinxed this because you already mentioned Tyron Smith being healthy this week, and then
I did, didn't I? Wow.
You know what happens, Dave. You know what happens. This son of a bitch can fall over, get out of the bed in the middle of the night and trip over his cat that he don't even have and twist his back. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Dave.
They're putting Tyron in bubble wrap lately, so
it ain't working lately, Dave. Because you know what?
Well, he actually has been playing good the last 2 games.
Let me knock. I don't have wood around me, but let me knock on a glass table.
He has played well the last 2 games.
Yeah, I hope he continues because this is the part that he better hold up. 3 games in 18 days, Dave. You know what I mean? Yeah. Better hold up.
Actually, Tyler Smith's been playing well too.
Tyler Smith is the future, man.
He is. This kid's really, he's showing what he's got.
But we need to work on an all left tackle in the next couple of years because Tyron's off the door. You know what I mean? We have to work on that. That's what we have to work on.
Be happy what you're getting now with Tyron.
Dave, my window's closing, brother. I'm 52. Brother, my foot's in the grave, brother. It's hard for me to get up in the morning now. You know what I mean? I need to win now.
You and Faith. Faith's been tough to get up in the morning lately. So
hey, listen, I don't go to school. I do what I want to do. But brother,
wake her butt up.
It's been hard, Dave. But I tell you what, I don't know.
Hey, between 12-year-old daughter, what are you going to get?
I think it's because the kid's been running me at practice. I'm trying to get back into shape, running with them, doing the circles around. But Dave, I tell you, this week, we play a team that. Remember, they told you the team that we played this week is the team that had said my team was overrated and I don't know how to coach football, and I dropped 50 on them.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, I do.
This week, but I don't know if I told you. I was telling Dan. This week, Dave, my average. I looked at the average for my team this year. We averaged 54 points a game this year. Okay, this week, Dave, I'm going to keep my scoring total under 20 points.
You said that. You told me 14.
On purpose. I'm going to keep it. Yeah, I'm going to keep it under because next week we play Darrell Revis's team up in Aliquippa. Team has beaten us 3 years in a row. They knocked us out of the championship. They beat us in the regular season last year. They beat us in the championship last year. We played them this year. We lost by 6 points on a holding penalty that was bogus, on our side, but it is what it is. But I can't stop their defense, their offense. They can't stop mine. So you can't outshoot with them. You just gotta. I can't. If I get down 6 points, Dave, they have the ball. I can't come back to them. They're so damn good on offense. It's like watching the St. Louis, the Rams play, Dave. That's how good it is. They're stacked. But my thing is, if I slow this game down and I move the sticks, my philosophy is, hey, 3 times 4 is 12. You know what I mean? 4 yards to carry, three possessions, 3 plays. That's a first down. Control the sticks. Let's keep the game to a minimum. There was one game, Dave, where they looked ahead right before us, and they only scored 23 points one game. That team didn't throw the ball one time. They ran the ball. They didn't look good because they got down, but they look different when they're up and they're down. You know what I mean? So I'm going to the game this week. So that's why I want to see Dallas run the ball this week. I want to
run the ball.
So, yeah. I can't wait. But Dave,
run the ball.
What is the final thoughts here, man? Dallas Cowboys 6-3.
Final thoughts.
What is your final thoughts?
Let's get out of Carolina with a win and just be healthy going into Washington on Thanksgiving Day. That's my final thoughts.
Wow, that was short and sweet.
Yep.
I agree. I just want to win this game here, come out healthy. No injuries, of course. Go into next week, Thanksgiving Day. We always look forward to Thanksgiving Day. Don't ruin my Thanksgiving. That's next week. But I want to see this team progress the way we've been going. Just like Mike Laurel said, this team's been getting better every week.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
I want to continue that phase here. I want to see the Cowboys go down the line because the Eagles have a juggernaut schedule coming up, and the Cowboys have a good schedule too, but more winnable games than the Eagles. And now's the time to make up that 2.
Yeah, this is the time to make up those 2 games.
Exactly. Win who's in front of you.
I totally agree. It's to me, it's plays in front of you. That's all you can do.
Definitely. Well, Dave, before we get out of here, brother, when are you on again?
I will be on tomorrow night, the Atomic Drop podcast, tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. Me and my partner in crime, we will be talking Survivor Series coming up on Saturday. It's going to be fun.
Yes. You guys going on 11 tomorrow, correct?
I believe it's 11. Yes.
11, okay, Dave.
Me and my big partner Ken, we're going to be rocking
Dave,
it.
I don't know if you know this, but you have double duty tomorrow night.
I have double duty tomorrow. Oh, Sixers post game show.
Yeah,
yes.
Me and you have a Sixers games at around 10, 15.
Yes.
So, yeah. So I will be back on, of course.
Playing those Atlanta Hawks tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Sixers coming off back-to-back losses here, basically.
Yeah.
And let's see how they recoup. I mean, Embiid got a day off, so I don't want to hear an excuse from the big man there.
Yeah, this is true.
But, we'll be back next week. Now, Dave, I want to ask you real quick, live on the studio here. Wednesday night is pre-Thanksgiving Day, brother.
Yes.
You have any plans for pre-Thanksgiving on a Wednesday night?
Not at the moment, I don't. But if anything pops up, I'll let you know.
Well, we will let you know because next Wednesday is pre-Thanksgiving Day there. So we're not sure if we do the show next week early or, whatever happens. But we'll definitely get it in before Thanksgiving Day, of course. And Sunday, I know Dave does softball on Sunday mornings.
Yes.
I will be doing the pregame show at 12 o'clock. I do have Jen Luckman, who's going to be
Can I get a shout out for my team on Sunday? We actually playoffs on Sunday morning and this first round. So if we can pull this off, and we'll get the championship next weekend.
Well, let's hear it because I'm all about the trophies, brother.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So who we shouting out?
Just my softball team. Let's hope we pull it off on Sunday.
Can I get a name?
Oh, Coco's Pizza. Yes.
Coco's Pizza. Is there free pizza if you win?
Hey, might be. Who knows?
All right. Well, I'll make my way down there because I love some pizza.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, shout outs to Johnstown Gators here. We're number 2 team in Pennsylvania in the 11-14 elites right now. So I want to shout them out. Of course, we win this game. We go up into Aliquippa home field up there, Darrell Revis's team. So, hey, let's win a game. And let's continue because Dave, I'll tell you something funny real quick. I'll tell you something funny real quick before we get out of here. I play for championships. You know me, right?
Yep.
Well, this year I'm the leading candidate once again from all coaches and fans, and
you mentioned that, yeah.
The coach of the year again.
Exciting.
I don't want that award because I told you at practice they said, Paul, you're in the running for coach of the year again, and I was like, okay, good, whatever. I want a championship. One of the parents raised their hands like, I don't think it's a good idea to give him a championship trophy. I mean, a coach's year trophy unless we win the championship. And I turned around and I said, why? And they said, do you remember what he did to the trophy last year? And I'm like. It didn't hit me at first, Dave, but you guys know the story out of the box,
Right.
Championship, we lost, of course. We finished third in the state last year in my division. But I got coach of the year in Cambria County last year. But I grabbed the trophy and said, thank you very much. This goes to my team. Not only me, it goes to everybody on my team, all the parents, whatever. Gave that Rudy speech bullshit, Came off stage. There was a trash can, Dave. I grabbed the trophy and I threw it in the trash can and broke every piece in it.
I know. I remember.
And then some of the parents were like, wow. I was like, I play for championships, not awards.
There you go.
So if I get this award, Dave, should I keep this one or not?
I would keep it, yes. That's an award you don't throw away.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do have to keep it.
You don't throw that away. No.
Man, but what I would do to trade that in to beat Aliquippa one time.
Hey, you know what? I think you will.
I hope so, man. I hope I've been going to church every other day, Dave. So hopefully, prayers do work.
There you go. See.
But then again, I've been wishing for 27 years the Cowboys win a Super Bowl too, Dave.
We're still wishing for that one.
Yeah, I don't know when I get a better shot of being struck by lightning if the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. Don't know.
Blame the owner on that one. We'll be all right.
Yeah, Jerry. You know what I mean? Jerry. But Dave, hey, man, you ready to get out of here?
Is it Jerry? Is it Steven? Is it McClay? I don't know. Take your pick.
Who's McClay?
Oh,
you mean McCarthy?
No, McClay.
Oh, no, it's Jerry Jones. It's Jerry Jones.
Okay, it's Jerry Jones. Okay.
If Steven had this team, it'd be a little bit better.
I mean, you can play McCarthy if you want to.
If he doesn't win an NFC championship this year, I think he's gone.
I have to agree with that.
He has to, brother. He has a team. He has a stacked team. It's been there for years.
He's got the equipment. He's got the tools to do it.
You got rid of Wonder Boy out there, dollar store bread boy, Kellen Moore. Now's your time. It's either put up or shut up. You got rid of him. Was it him? Who was it? McCarthy, Kellen Moore. It's your team now. show something. You know what I mean?
I'm liking what Shots is doing, though. I'm loving Shots, though. I'm a fan.
The only saving grace for Mike McCarthy is he has Dak Prescott playing mistake-free football right now.
Right now.
Which goes to his advantage if he continues.
Yeah, some people don't care for Dak, but that's fine.
Hey, right now, prove me wrong. You're playing great right now. Continue the run. You know what I mean?
Just keep it up.
Yep. But Dave, before we get out here, we're doing shout outs real quick. I do want to give Trayshawn Wiggins a shout out real quick.
Trey.
He's going to be fighting December 2nd down in Miami, Hard Rock Cafe down there on Don King's label. It pisses me off because Trayshawn and I talk all the time. He's going to be doing a show with us coming after his championship fight. But 2 weeks ago, he's supposed to be fighting Bill Hutchinson, the person that Adrian Bronner fought almost 6 months ago on the Don King label. But they just changed Trayshawn's fighter within 3 weeks of the fight.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like, to me, it's like you have nothing to win for, but you have everything to lose for Trayshawn.
Right.
So I told Trayshawn, just go out there, knock this son of a bitch out, keep that NABA title, and then demand the championship fight. Because to me, once he gets off that label of Don King, sky's the limit for this kid because he's like the mayor of this city. He's awesome, great friend, great humble person.
I had the privilege to actually talk to Trey, and he was very nice, very nice.
And it comes from his mom. We had his mom on the show as well. Got his mom on the show.
I remember that.
Yeah. So
he shocked him on that one.
It was great to make a championship fighter cry. You know what I mean?
He was not ready for that at all.
He was not. It's hard for me to get her on the phone, get her on the show, but out of the box, we take no expenses, brother. We do the best that we can do.
All right. Yep. That was a good show. I remember that.
It was. And also, Dave, real quick, there's a lot of shout outs here. I do want to say one thing, guys. Listen, if you like wrestling out there, Keep It Real podcast, Cindy and Destiny, will be debuting on our network November 27th. There are more indie wrestlings, but they know some WWE and AEW too. So they'll be talking all about that. December 27th, they'll be on our network every Monday, 7:15. So make sure you check them out. They will actually be on.
And I had the privilege to be in them too, and they're very good. They know their stuff.
They will be on your show in 2 weeks, Dave, the Atomic Drop, because, man, you guys got to talk some Survivors.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Yeah. So, Dave, man, listen, you ready to get out of here?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, listen, my name is Paul Spencer. That is the showstopper, Dave Yarnell, and you are tuned into the 215 Boys Prime Time, always on 9:30 Wednesday night, except for tonight, Thursday night. But cold, ruthless, unfiltered truth, straight facts, right from the dome. My name is Paul Spencer. That is Cowboy Dave, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday night, or you never know. Stay tuned out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Subscribe, like, follow, share, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter for all the notifications. Dave, let's get out of here, brother.
Go, boys, go.
Let's go.